Breaking news coverage continues on TMJ4 News at 5. The Kenosha County DA announcing today no charges will be filed against any Kenosha police officer in connection with the shooting of Jacob Blake. The DA saying he did not believe he could prove that Officer Rusten Sheskey, who fired those shots, and other officers were not acting in self-defense.
The DA and his outside expert, the former Madison Police Chief Noble Ray, explained over the course of about 2 hours why they came to that decision. Ben Jordan was in the room for that. He continues our coverage now live from Kenosha.
Yeah, Stephen Carroll, the district attorney, says Officer Sheskey will not be charged because the state's investigation found that his use of force was reasonable and lawful given the circumstances. This 2-hour news conference taking place inside this restaurant on the other side of Interstate 41, well away from downtown Kenosha this afternoon. DA Michael Graveley says if he were to have charged Officer Sheskey with a crime, he does not believe Blake's defense would have been able to defeat the officer's self-defense claim, and here's why. Graveley says officers were responding to a domestic abuse situation. The 911 caller, the mother of Blake's child, says Blake was acting crazy, took her keys, and threatened to leave with their kids. Graveley says when Sheskey was in the squad driving to the home, his computer showed Blake was wanted for a felony arrest warrant. State investigators found that Blake admitted to getting in an argument with the homeowner and took her keys. Now, here's new information. Blake told state investigators that he was armed with a knife when he was approached by police who he physically struggled with while a child was in the back seat of the car.
Jacob Blake admits to DCI that he had a knife in his hand, and that's what that is. It's not a cell phone. It's nothing else. He admits it. The knife itself is pictured there. It's a razor blade type knife. And then we had DCI, a analyst, take the shape of the knife and the size and match it to the picture to see if in fact it fit size and shape, and in fact it is a match. So we say with confidence, based on Blake's admission, based on all the officers saying it, and this video evidence, he clearly is armed with a knife as he walks around and approaches the driver's door.
And Officer Sheskey told state investigators that after attempts to tase Blake failed, he decided to use his gun when Blake tried to enter the driver's side door of his vehicle. Sheskey told investigators that he fired his gun 7 times until Blake dropped his pocket knife. The independent investigator says that is in line with state policy on use of force requirements, which says officers are trained to shoot until the threat is stopped. Sheskey says he feared that what Blake would do if he were able to drive off with a child in the back seat. Now, DA Graveley has cleared Officer Sheskey along with the 2 other officers who responded to the scene. Graveley says he spoke with Blake this afternoon just before announcing this decision to the press. Reporting live in Kenosha, Ben Jordan, TMJ4 News.